Let's enter the world of calligraphy.
Hello everyone, this is Janice, and for today's video, we will be unlocking another skill, which is the skill of calligraphy. Be attentive because at the end of the day, you are the responsible one of knowing this skill. At the end of this video, you are expected to familiarize the basic materials used in calligraphy. Number 2, learn the factors that must be considered when doing the calligraphy. And the last one, learn and perform the different letter forms and styles in calligraphy. Today, we will be using this book as our guide titled The Complete Beginner's Guide to Calligraphy by Paragon. And this book has a tons of information about calligraphy. And this will teach us the different letter forms and styles. So, are you excited? Let's start!
In this demonstration, I will be using graphic paper, which is ideally for beginners, pad paper as well, ruler, pencil, eraser, the book as our guide, and the most important is the fiber pen of Artline, which has a broad tip. First thing, let's learn the two important strokes, but first, you have to know your pen because each pen has different outcome. First one, the upstroke. When you do the upstroke, you must do it with light pressure and the result will be thin lines. Second, the downstroke. This one is totally different with the upstroke. You will do it with heavier pressure and the result will be thick lines. And now, let's combine the two. When you already mastered these important strokes, you are ready for the next level. Now, we are ready to start the traditional calligraphy. Take note that every letter forms required a specific angle to achieve the nib. When you do this style, your pen must be in 30-degree angle to achieve the 7 nib widths. When we say nib, it refers to the thickness of the lines. As you can see, I use the graphic paper for the security of alignment. In calligraphy, we have a rule which is the left rule. You must always start from the left part of the letter. So, observe where I will start and where I will end. Remember that in traditional calligraphy, each letter has rules of direction and you cannot break them. As a beginner, don't hesitate to use pencil as your guide because it takes time to master calligraphy. Now, we have the Gothic capitals. Let's do another letter form. This letter form is called the Roman capitals. This letter form I am writing is one of the oldest favorite letter form, originating 2,000 years ago and still in common use. The pen here must be in 30-degree angle to achieve the 6 nib width. Again, try them out first in pencil outline. As you observe, I provide a guide to do the right direction. Always remember to not change the angle of your pen and its position as you change your stroke. And now, we have the Roman capitals. Let's do the uncials letter form. This letter form is majuscule. When we say majuscule, it means capital letters. This letter forms originates from 3rd century. It uses the flattest pen angle, which is the 15-degree angle, to achieve the 4 nib widths, and this letter form is very rounded. Remember to consider each alphabet style as a completely separate language. Mix them indiscriminately and you will get a curious mixture that does not do justice to any one of them. Presenting the uncials letter form. Another letter form is what we call the rustics. These capitals do not have a lowercase version and are modeled on letter forms common in 5th century Italy. In this letter form, the pen must be in 45-degree angle to achieve 7 nib widths. Always remember about the family characteristics of letters, because in order for a letter form to work as a unified whole, each of the 26 letters needs to have some passing resemblance to its fellow. And remember, you must write with the same pen and the same angle, because as what I said earlier, different pen and different angle will result to different nibs. And now, we have the rustics. Next is the foundational hand. Like the uncials, these letters are very round, but different ascenders and descenders. This letter form is minusculine, meaning lowercase letters, and modeled on a 10th century hand. It remains a favorite in modern font design. The pen angle here is 30-degree angle to achieve 4 nib widths. You must also consider the spacing of the lines and words. Train your eye to notice the gaps between letters, words, and lines of writing. And now, we have the foundational hand. The next one is the flourished italic. This letter form is something elegant. The pen angle here must be in 45-degree angle to achieve 9 nib widths. Remember, for maximum effect, the ascenders or descenders should have an extra room. Another factor to be considered when doing the calligraphy is the margin. It is placed on the page for best effect. Always leave plenty of white space around all writing. Top and sides can have equal margins, but give more margin at the bottom. Now, we have the flourished italic. More traditional letter forms, the copperplate capital, the Gothic cursive, the Gothic cursive capitals, the italic capitals, the versals, the flourished italic capitals, and last, the copperplate. Now, let's do the modern calligraphy. Modern calligraphy is any calligraphy styles that does not follow the fundamental rules of traditional calligraphy. But, without traditional calligraphy, modern calligraphy will not evolve because traditional is the basic fundamentals. In performing calligraphy, you can also add creativity in your artwork by writing in wavy lines, circle, spiral, and putting some colors and backgrounds. And now, let's look to some examples of modern calligraphy.
Thank you for having your attentions. Hope you learned today. Bye!